realise what I'm recording doesn't include the big vat of isopropyl alcohol down there. That's all the dirty stuff. It's been used to clean a bunch of times. Sits in a big tub. I use it for the first clean to just get the bulk of the material, bulk of the extra resin off. And it smells fucking awful. Let that sit on the edge and drain a little. Put that back on so no stray sun UV gets into the vat. Hardens by the resin. Makes it useless. Probably fucks up my plastic layer. Drop this one in here. Get ready for the proper fine wash with the cleaner IPA and mixer at the bottom. Set that to go for 3 minutes just to get all the crevices cleaned out that are a pain to get to without taking it all off. Cleaning our weights. Not stored in the best condition, but it's good enough usually. Spills a bit of resin on the edge of this vat. Just clean that up before it hardens permanently. Makes my life a living hell. Put that back on. So, both the boxes UV resistant. One so UV doesn't get on the UV sensitive resin, and one so when this is used as a UV curing station, it doesn't blast you with UV and cause you sunburns. Better put the lid back on this isopropyl. There's a couple bits of stuff, solid resin in this stuff, but it's not too bad. Another 10 washes and I'd probably change it over, put it out in the sun, let it sit, get some recycled IPA, because all the contaminants and this stuff is pretty much mostly resin. So if you set it out in a clear container, all the UV just causes the resin to become solid and settle out to the bottom. And you can decant it off. Decant off the mostly pure IPA though, sure. It's picked up some, it picks up water as we go. Should be 99% IPA though. Close enough. Well, that's done. Take the print bed out of the IPA. Let it just sit there to drain as much as I can off. for. I'll do that. Get the station ready for UV. Get the little spinner and the reflector on. So after that, use the hairdryer to just evaporate off all of the extra IPA. And just make sure no resin dissolved in the IPA gets anywhere. And also makes it easier, makes the curing step a lot easier, cleaner. The other benefit is that as it is a heated hairdryer, heat makes the initial prints a lot easier to separate from their supports. Just like that, whereas if it wasn't cold, supports would be a lot stiffer and wouldn't be as easy to just pull these off. Set them up slightly off center so that they get decent amount of UV. Set that up for 3 minutes. Whoop. Remember to switch over the UV, switch it over from spin to cook. Whoops. 3 minutes, that'll do. The UV stand here lights up. Now while that's going, I can clean off my build plate, just pry that base off like that. This is all the extra stuff that I don't need anymore. That weighs 10 grams. That is 20, this plus that is about 22. I've done this print before. So almost half of it's pulled up in this support structure. Some prints, ways it comes out a little differently if it's very big, but for smaller stuff, that's generally how it goes. Just going to clean it all down with IPA to clean off any last resin. Make sure there's no cured bits sticking anywhere to the build plate for when it goes back into the clean resin. And giving it a rub down with the paper towel also picks up any other contaminants. Make sure it's all nice and dry and that there's no IPA left on it, because the IPA is really good at mixing it with the resin. You want pure resin, so use the IPA to clean. So you have to do is everything you can to make sure that the IPA doesn't actually get on your resin you're still using to print with. So I'll just set that on there. Line that up. That should still be nice and flat and printed okay. So I'm just gonna start on the next one, which is this one. Will take about 9 hours to finish. It's got 1,328 layers. So I'm not going to make you sit through that. But it might be interesting to you. Don't know if this mic's working properly. We'll see when I look at it, because I've not edited anything. There you go. Nice little teeth for a lizard mask. Once that's done, just set that back on here, turn this one off. Better weigh this one as well, so I know how much it is. Come on. Now I know that's not right. Come on. Scale sucks. Apparently, these are 16 grams. That was 10, meaning, quick math, oh, probably not half, not a third. Yeah, actually maybe about a third of it was, well, close enough anyway. 3/8. After I'm done, pick off all my rubbish, chuck it in the bin, pull off my gloves with my gloves to minimize the risk of touching anything that may be contaminated with resin. Stop. And these are safe to touch because they've been exposed to a shitload of UV, so any resin that was on it that wasn't cured before is now definitely cured.